Who built Teotihuacán? The Toltecs, the Aztecs, the Maya, the Olmecs? Hola amigos, hello friends. Teotihuacán, also known as the place where gods were created, is a major tourist destination north of Mexico City. We've always been intrigued by its spiritual and healing energy, but also its archaeological discoveries and the sheer size of it. Its origin is still unknown. If you have a chance to visit the Pueblo Mágico of Teotihuacán, make sure to visit El Centro. We particularly loved the Zocalo here with its beautiful gazebo and ample space to rest. We also loved lingering over coffee and people watching from one of the restaurants and cafes surrounding the main square. The murals on the municipal building and around the square are stunning, as well as the warrior statue in one of the corners of the park. Let's head over to the pyramids of Teotihuacán. It's about a 10-minute drive from Centro. If you don't have a car, taxis and Uber are available. We have arrived at Teotihuacán Pyramids, the pyramids of Teotihuacán. So when you arrive here, if you're in your own car, you'll drive all the way in. Now there is parking that is quite a bit further back. If you drive all the way up to the front, it's 50 pesos to park and it's 90 pesos for the entrance for an adult into the pyramids. So as you're coming through, you'll be offered tours on an ATV if you're interested in doing an ATV through the pyramids. We weren't interested in doing that. We wanted to walk. So I don't know the cost for that, and we didn't check. So that is something we decided not to do. Also, there are guides that you can hire. We chose not to do that since we've been to the pyramids before, so we already know quite a bit about the pyramids and what you can find here. So when you first walk in, you're going to come down some stairs. You can see them behind me, and as you're walking in, you get this incredible view of Pyramid of the Sun, Piramides de Sol. And this walkway here, which we're going to walk along, which will take us down to the Pyramid of the Moon, this is called the Avenue of the Dead. And down this way, you'll find the Temple of Quetzalcoatl. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I think it's Quetzalcoatl, perhaps. So we are going to take a little stroll down to the Pyramid of the Moon first, then we'll come back and check out the sun. Now, of course, we were just above the pyramids and we saw this whole thing from up above. And you can see that you can walk along this whole area. These here behind me are the temples of the moon. So we are going to go up top and see what we can see from up there. It is one of the only places that you can climb, in addition to this little center platform over here. So I love this little jaguar looking statue up there. It is really cute and just kind of hanging out here at the Plaza de las Lunas. We are entering the Plaza of Quetzalcoatl.
So you can see down here that there is still the remnants of painting that happened way back when. So this here is the Patio de los Pilares, and the detail that is still here, even from that long ago, is amazing. It looks beautiful, and people are not allowed to go in there, not allowed to touch anything here. No tocar, no touching. You can see the detail on these stones here. It's incredible. So we are now entering the patio of the jaguars, or the palace of the jaguars. One thing I've noticed as walking through here, there are a lot of red ants like all over the place. I would recommend closed-toe shoes for sure, sneakers or something. As much as I would have really preferred to wear flip-flops, I'm wearing my sneakers today, and I'm really glad I did. So also in here, the Palace of the Jaguars, is some paintings that were done way back in the day when these were built, and the paint is barely noticeable, but we're going to show you what is available to see. And of course you can't enter the area. Wow, check this out. Look at those incredible carvings back there, in addition to the beautiful paintings.
The Pyramid of the Moon is the second largest structure. This pyramid was used for human and animal sacrifice, as well as the burial ground for those sacrificed. Archaeologists discovered that the pyramid underwent at least 6 renovations, each successive addition larger than the previous structure. They also discovered a tomb, human remains, and a variety of offerings. A tomb dedicated to the great goddess was discovered in 1998 with hundreds of relics, including one human male. The Pyramid of the Sun is the largest structure. Archaeologists have theorized that it could have been built for ceremonial purposes, but there is no evidence left. Even more interesting, a tunnel system underneath the sun was discovered in 1971. The main entrances to the tunnels had been sealed off. The tunnels revealed a clover leaf-shaped set of chambers which could have represented emergence or the womb. Unfortunately, climbing the Pyramid of the Sun is no longer allowed.
So this area here is Cabezas Colosales de Serpiente y Jaguar. And it's really, really cool because it's underground and you can see these awesome serpent jaguar-like structures or statues underground. But there's also some jaguar statues that are above ground, and it is really, really cool back here. I didn't come here the first time, so this is really fun to be able to see some of the stuff that wasn't open or available 6 years ago.
The Temple of Quetzalcoatl, or Feathered Serpent, is the largest temple at Teotihuacán. Over 200 bodies were discovered at this structure in the 80s. Were they sacrificed? Even more interesting was the discovery of even more tunnels by INAH archaeologists in 2003. The entrance to the tunnels had also been sealed 2,000 years ago. It appears the chamber inside the tunnel represented the underworld and contained many treasures of the era. As with the tunnels underneath the sun, they're closed to the public.
So we got here around 9 o'clock this morning when the pyramids first opened, and it was super quiet, not a lot of people, and it wasn't quite as hot. Now it is almost 1 o'clock and there are tons of people here, and it is really super hot. We are sweaty, we are tired. So make sure that you have lots of water. We bought some of this, which is an electrolyte drink. If you don't have an electrolyte tablet or something like that. So make sure you stay hydrated. We actually saw someone pass out over by one of the end temples, and it was very difficult to get her out. She seemed to walk out on her own power, so yay, but definitely stay very hydrated, keep your minerals up, and enjoy yourself at Teotihuacán. A few tips as we have walked through Teotihuacán. You can park on one end over by the Temple of Quetzalcoatl and walk all the way from there to the end, which would end at the Temple of the Moon, down that way, walking all along the Avenue of the Dead. Or you can park over by the entrance to where the Sun Palace is. So it depends on, of course, your mobility and what you're able to do as far as walking and climbing. Getting to the Temple of Quetzalcoatl is a lot of stairs and going up and down, and there's no shade. So with that said, an umbrella is a really good way of staying out of the sun, especially in the summertime. So make sure also that you stay hydrated. It's really super important, and we are so thrilled that you decided to join us here at Teotihuacán. It is one of my favorite places. It is a wonderful place for ceremony and for relaxing and great energy.
If you're hungry, we found this restaurant built inside a cave behind the Pyramid of the Sun. It's not inside the property, so you do have to exit and drive over. It's appropriately named La Cueva, the cave. The food and service was excellent, and there are lots of photo opportunities and exploring to do here. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the magical town of Teotihuacán and the pyramids. It's been a pleasure to share with you. Don't forget to leave us a comment, like and share, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Adios amigos, bye friends.